Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Judy in the Skies. My name is Judy. So today is Wednesday, May 21st, and today I'm going to do a really quick shout out to a YouTuber called Medium Brandon Russ. And I will leave his YouTube channel and the YouTube video that I'm going to share with you today in the show notes below. If you don't know, Medium Brandon Russ is his YouTube handle. He is a medium, obviously, and he also does astrology and numerology, and I'm sure he probably does a lot more. So, but anyways, what I wanted to share with you is what he put out about 12 days ago. And I watched it back then, and I thought it was so fascinating, and I was thinking, should I share it, should I not? But I watched it a couple of times, and I thought, you know, this is just too interesting not to share. I mean, because it's just, it ties in, you know, astrology and numerology, all that stuff that, you know, I kind of like get excited about. And I wanted to share with you that he did a, what I would call a homage to our new Pope, Pope Leo XIV. So Brandon did this wonderful, amazing YouTube video, and he did a lot of research on it, and my God, kudos to him. Fascinating. So I'm just going to kind of give you the little highlights, and then I'm just going to send you to him. But he talks about the desire of becoming the first American Pope. I mean, this is what has been known now that, you know, our new Pope had been telling people since he was 8 years old, and probably even before that, right? Because I think his brother said that he used to take those little Neckos, I think, with the candies, that he would make them the hosts, and he'd go around with them, and he would play the priest. That's just too cute. Anyways, but yeah, I remember the brother talking about that on the news. But anyway, so Brandon talks about, you know, his schooling and just the trajectory of his life, where he traveled to his seminary and what he needed to do to get to where he is today, and just what a great man this man is, and authentic, and a real, you know, person who deserves being the Pope. What's interesting that Brandon does is he brings up numerology, and on the day that it was announced, the specific date, the time and everything, he goes through that, and he goes through it beautifully. He also talks about the day of the Pope's birth, right? The thing is that he doesn't have the birth time, but he talks about how the planets interact with the day that he was born, and that's fascinating. And if you don't know anything about numerology, nor do you know anything about astrology, these are great indications that this stuff is real. This is just pretty amazing stuff. You can't make this up. Another thing that he does is he goes in on, he goes into like Nostradamus, he goes into Buddha, and how it all kind of ties in to our current Pope. It is fascinating, and it was a beautiful research, and I think that he did a fabulous job. So I'm just going to let him take it from here. But also, towards the end, you'll see that Brandon has an emotion when he speaks of our past Pope, or Pope Francis, how he truly believes that there was a nod to everyone to say, hey, our new Pope should be our current Pope today. So I agree with that, and you'll see what I mean when he kind of talks about that. I think it's beautiful. You should watch that. So I'm going to leave it at that. I think that this was great work on our new Pope, Pope Leo XIV. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate you for doing this and allowing me to share this with my viewers. Thank you so much. All right, everybody, have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.